7 challenges immigrant families face in the U.S. You would think that the struggles faced by new immigrant families would be over once they arrived in the land of the free, right? But do you know that immigrants are faced with many barriers once they arrive on our shores? Here are just a few. 1. Raising children and helping them succeed in school. One of the biggest obstacles immigrant parents report is raising their children in a new, unfamiliar culture. Parents often find that their children are quickly Americanized, which may be at odds with their own culture. Additionally, kids tend to pick up English much faster than their parents. This throws off the parent-child dynamic, and you know that kids, especially teens, are going to use this to their advantage. With regards to school, parents often feel disappointed to see their children struggling to keep up in class, and many parents report bullying and discrimination as a result of cultural differences. Kids are often placed by their age rather than by their ability, and for those who are unable to speak English, it's virtually impossible to keep up. To add further insult to injury, parents may not have the education or language skills to assist their children, and they may not be able to communicate with faculty to address the problem. 2. Difficulty speaking and learning English. Let's be honest, the United States is not known for being multilingual, so imagine arriving here unable to speak English. Try getting a job, making friends, or even completing basic tasks like buying food or filling out forms. To address this, many immigrants take ESL classes, but finding the time between jobs and caring for kids can be difficult. 3. Securing work. While most immigrants are happy to take whatever job is available when they first enter the country, finding a job and slowly moving up the ladder is incredibly difficult. Even if you ignore undocumented immigrants, who face additional challenges securing work, trouble speaking English is a major problem in positions you might not expect, like labor. Immigrants who are educated and who formerly had strong jobs back home find it frustrating that they can't obtain the same jobs here. 4. Securing housing. Large families often choose to live together, creating stressful, noisy environments that are hardly conducive to studying or resting. Again, immigrants fall victim to exploitation, this time from their landlords. 5. Accessing services. Undocumented immigrants have an especially difficult time accessing services, largely because they are afraid of being deported. Consequently, people will avoid seeing the doctor or reaching out for services like legal guidance when they're badly needed. Those who are here legally aren't necessarily in the clear though. Difficulty speaking English, trouble taking off work, and limited transportation are all very real issues. 6. Transportation. Like language barriers, trouble with transportation is an issue that affects nearly every aspect of life for immigrants. Obtaining a driver's license, whether documented or not, is extremely difficult for a variety of reasons. For those who don't speak English, a translator is needed, and they aren't easy to come by. Also, the driver must be literate in order to pass the written exam. Luckily, families will have one car to share among them, but getting kids to and from school, as well as getting adults to and from work, can be challenging. Many times, the men will keep the car, leaving it up to the women to find their own rides from friends or coworkers. But hey, what about public transportation? While many immigrants do rely on public transportation to get around, it can be incredibly frightening for some. 7. Cultural barriers. Again, just like transportation and trouble speaking English, cultural barriers transcend each and every aspect of life for immigrants. In spite of all these challenges, the people are incredibly strong and grateful for the opportunity to be in the United States. Most of them have such basic desires: to have their children succeed in school and to be able to put a roof over their heads. After everything they have already been through, they do all that they could to keep their families afloat in this new, scary place.